Good morning, everybody. My name is A.Anbumani. My topic is list. This is called for Python programming language. Okay, this is one of the topic is with the list. Okay, list is an order of a sequence of items. Okay, list is the collection of elements stored on sequential order. That is called for list. Okay, so list can be utilized creating the elements you insert and edit everything as is by stored on in a index. Okay, here in list we can mention the square brackets. Okay, this is important of the simple of the list. Okay, the element will be stored on in the square brackets. Okay, there are different type of list we can utilize in the Python language. So one is operation of list. What are the operation of utilize the creating the Python language in the list? Okay, first indexing, slicing, concatenation, repetitions, updating, membership, comparisons. Okay, there are different types of operations utilize the creating of in list within the Python language. Okay, so this is the methodologies. So the different methodology we can utilize in the list. One is append, clear, copy, count, extend, index, insert, pop, remove, revise, sort. Okay. So append means the add an element at the end of the list. That is append. We can add and the store in the element in the list. That is using append. Okay. Whenever it is the element will be removed. That is a clear. Okay. Clear in the list. Okay. We want to copy on the element, that is using the copy method. That is a copy of the list. Okay, already stored on the list in the element different elements. We make to count means total value, that is represent the count. The function will be access to list. Okay, extension means extension for we can add the element in the list. We end of the current list we can iterable, we can current list we can extend it. Okay, index is you have specified the element of the list will be executed, that is a index. Okay, index means that is one type of table, and the table values we can insert differently, that is execute totally everything accessed by in the list. Okay, so insert means we can add elements in that list, specify the for particular positions. Okay, for example, a of array 0 means initial position the element will be stored on initially a of 0, that is a 0 initially we can call to the insert the elements. Okay, pop element will be remove on one by one, that is using the pop element delete operations. The pop is that is called for delete operations. Remove means specify the first element will be removed, that is a remove element. So pop and the remove means difference. The pop is the particular portion will be element will be removed, that is called for pop elements. Remove element means we can getting the for totally where the starting to ending where it is ending, that is removed, that is element will be removed. So revise means the list in the number of values in this order, sequential order. In an element will be revising will be getting on the list, that is called for using revise method. Okay, sorted means you have arranging the order of ascending order or else descending orders. Okay, ascending order means A B C D up to Z. Suppose a descending order means Z H Y Z Y H descending order. This is called for list method. Okay. First thing, the create of the list. Okay, the example creating means new list will be created. Okay, so the in the Python language, a of 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6 comma 7 comma 8 comma 9 10, there are 9 element will be put in on the list. Okay, after that print a. Okay, the print a means a elements will be executed 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 9 elements will be executed. Okay. Indexing, you have mentioned the particular element will be executed. For example, and the 2 is already stored on the zeroth positions. 3 is element stored on the first positions. The element will be stored on in array. The array is group of elements stored in a common name. The array values initially 0 to up to n number of values. So the position of element 2 is stored on 0. Okay, so index values I put in the print a of 0 means getting the result is true. Suppose index values I put in a of 8 means I getting the result is 10. So this is for indexing. Indexing means that is a current position of in the element. Okay, next operations, the slicing. Slicing means print a of 0 east 3. So the east 3 means represent 0, initial 0 to up to 3 value will be executed. So 2 comma 3 comma 4, first initially 3 values. 3 values means the index position 0 1 2, that is a before its index values. 0 means that is a 2, 1 means 2 3, 2 means 4, that is executed for the index of the slice values. Okay, the print a of 0 east means you have to totally the element will be displayed on the screen. So concatenations. The concatenation means one type of the value will be added. Adding the purpose the concatenations. Okay. So for example, b equal to 20 comma 30. So print a plus b means, so the print a plus b means 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6 7 8 9 10 11 20 30. Okay, so we can add already in the list values 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Then we can add 20 30. Then the last question 10 after 20 and 30. Okay, this list is you have arranging order the sequentially. So the 20 is the highest value compared to 10 compared to the 20 is the highest value. So put on the last element. After that 20 after 30 is put on the last element. This is the concatenations. Concatenation means we can add the element. Okay. Repetitions. Repetition means we can repeated the values. So for example, print p int 3. So the repetition means what is already I put in the values 20 30. 20 30 is repeated means we can again will be get executed. There's a multiple copies will be same on the list. This is the repetitions. So already v of 20 30, this is the element will be in the list. In this element we can repeat it three times. So b of into 3 means b into 3 means that is repeated 20 30 20 30 20 30. This is the 3 times will be executed. That is called for 3 times repetition will be occur in the list. So next is updating. Updating means first initial print a of 2. The a of 2 is that is represent the array of 2 values. The 2 is that is a portion. So the second portion we can insert the 4. Okay, so a of 2 equal to 100. So print a means, so the second portion will be move on the 100. So 0 1 2. So the 0 1 2 means 0th portion 2, first portion 3, second portion will be added 100. This is the updating of in our list. So next one is membership. The membership that is called you creating the list. The condition is true or false. Okay, if it true means go to execute the true statement. If false means otherwise go to end of the statements, the return comments. Okay, the false question means getting the false statements. For example, in our program a equal to 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6 comma 7 comma 8 9 10. This is the 9 values will be inserted in the list. Okay, the I mentioned that phi in A. So phi in A means A already in the already have it phi. Is it true? True. Okay. Okay. Suppose I mentioned 100 in A. By A is having 200 elements. This not in that list. So that is called for false. Okay. Second in not in A means the false. Okay. So next comparisons. There one is comparisons. In this comparison means already given the list A equal to the value of element is 9 values. Okay. After that B equal to 2 comma 3 comma 4 3 elements. So A equal to B means they equal, the comparison is the false. A have 9 elements, B have 3 elements. The condition is A equal to B means 9 equal to 3. The condition is false. Okay. Suppose A not equal to B means, so A not equal means it's not a equal. A is 9, B is 3. So that is the condition is true. The operator will be equal means the condition is false. Not equal means the condition is true. This is called for comparison of in our list. So next concept, list loops. So the list loops, first is three type of looping statements. One is for loop, while loop, infinity loops. Okay. For loop is you are getting the number of times execute the statements, that is using the for loop. For I need the n number of values, that is using the for loop statements. Okay. The condition is true means go to execute the statement until we can execute the statement. Otherwise, the condition is false means go to end of the statement. That is called for the for loop statements. Okay. The for loop means we can get in the number of execute the statement, that is using a for loop. Okay. The for loop we can list tuple strings. So this is an example. A of the values 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. There's a 5 element will be stored on in the A. So for I in range of A, that is print of I means, so first I means 0. 0 up to A. A means the 5 element will be put in the 5 elements. Okay. So the print I means execute one by one. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 we can get in the 5. The output is 5. Okay. So accessing index, suppose I put in A of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. This is the 5 element will be stored on in the list. Okay. For I in range 0, len of A, comma 1. So len of A means A value is the 5. Len means the we got length of the A. So the A is counted the 5 element, that is called for len. Length means 5. So for loop I value is 0, 0 up to n values. N means the 5. Okay. The condition is true means go to executed. Okay. So the condition is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again will be executed. That is using the for loops. Okay. Another ratio, the A of value is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay. Then, for I in the range of 0, len of A, 1. The condition is true means A of I means that is A of stored on element will be executed. The previously only I values will be executed. I is getting from the 5 times. So the 5 times initially 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 that is executed. So next problem is the value I range of values they are getting from A of I. The A of I values that I put in 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. This will be executed and getting from the one by one. That is called for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 is the A of I values. Okay. Next one is list using while loop. The while loop is in Python using the iteration of over block code long as the test expressions. Syntax, while condition, body of the statements. Okay. So this is the sum of the elements in the list. So I have A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 element will be stored on in the list in the A. So suppose A is execute means the 5 element will be executed. Okay. So I after that I declared I equal to 0, sum equal to 0. Okay. In this problem, so while I check the conditions, I less than len of A. So len of A means A value is 5. So the 5 element are available. That is a len of A means that is a 5. So I value is 0. 0 less than 5. The condition is true or false. True. True means go to execute sum equal to sum plus A of 5. So sum value already 0. 0 plus A of value is I value is 1. So 0 plus 1 means 1. Okay, again I equal to I plus 1 means go to the I value is incremented. Already I value is 0. Now it's I equal to I plus 1 means we can add 0 plus 1 means 1. So the condition is 1 less than 5 means the condition is true. Go to again execute the statement. Already sum value is 1. Sum plus A of I value is 2. So 1 plus 2 means 2. 1 plus 2 means 3. Okay, so again I value is the incremented. So I 2 plus 1 means 3, then 4 plus 1 3 plus 1 means 4 plus 1 is 5. This is the executed, the 5 times will be executed, the condition will be executed. So totally the value is I value is 15. So the sum of element means sum equal to sum plus A of 5. So or else sum plus equal to A of 5. So or else, suppose you mention the condition sum equal to sum plus A of 5, or else sum plus equal to A of 5. Okay. Okay, next third one is infinity loop. Infinity loop means a loop becomes, it is not in continually we can access, that is infinity loop. Okay, for keeping it running on the running on the loop statements. Okay, that is called for infinity loops. So this is example a equal to 1 while a equal to 1. Okay, n equal to int. So int input and numbers. So n equal to input and array numbers. So the first conditions a equal to 1 means the while a equal to 1. So the condition is 1 equal to 1 means the condition is true. While condition 2 means go to inside the loop execution. The n equal to input of another number. So I get in the n values, put in the n. So then after that getting print enter the n values means I put in the n values 5 means the n value is 5. Okay, this is the example of while loop. Next concept. So mutability, mutable list or mutable. List or mutable. So the mutability ability for certain type of data type change without entirely recreating its. A data type will be changed entirely recreating in that is called mutability. Real time example. So a of values element is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Suppose a of 0 equal to 100. Okay, so print a means, so initial 100, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 0 position already 1 is available. So then we can add the 0 position is 100. So automatically 1 is removed, then added the 100. That is called for mutable. Okay. So second thing, A of values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5 elements. Suppose I mention slice. Slice is A of 0 is to 3 equal to 100, 100, 100. So after print A means the A of 3, 1 to 3 is 100, 100, 100, 4, 5. Okay. Next, A of equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equal to, this is A values. In this values, A of 0 is to 3 equal to empty. And okay, print A after getting the results 4, 5. So next is A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 5 elements. Okay, in this 5 elements, we can getting from the A of 0 is to 0. So after get it 20, 30, 45. Print A means 20, 30, 45, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is called added, that is called for in the list. Okay, next aliasing. Aliasing means the creating of the copy of the both list will be having a same memory locations. Okay, creating a copy of the list will be having same memory locations. That is the aliasing. Okay, for real time, aliasing refer to having different name for same list values. Different name, same list values. Okay. So there is an example A equal to 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5. A of elements is the 5 elements. Okay. Suppose B equal to A. So A values will be having move on the B. Then print B, that is A is a B. So A of 0 equal to 100. Print A, print B. Then get it results. First A equal to A of 5 values, B equal to A. Then print B means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then A is B அப்படின்னா the condition is true because A value is same as B values. So the A values go to move on the B values. So they check the condition A equal to A is B means the condition is true. A value is equal to B values. The condition is true. Next, A of 0 equal to 100. So they change already A of 0 value is 1. Okay. Now itself I change it. A of 0 equal to the position of 100. So after print A means 100, comma 2, 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5. Automatically print B means 100, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5. The 100 in the first position will be remove the first element. Then we can order the 100. Okay. Next to closing. Closing. They are to avoid the disadvantage of copy. We are using the plowing. Plowing is that is using. Okay. Plowing process making a copy of the list without modification, original list. Without modification, the original list. That is called for plowing. Okay. So plowing there are different types. One is slicing, list method, copy method. So flowing using slice method. Slice method A of equal to 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5. That is the 5 elements will be stored on in the A. Then B equal to A slice. A slice means print B means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After A is B, the condition is false. A is B is the condition is false. Okay, this is the flowing using slicing. So the second example, flowing using list method. So A of value is 5, B equal to list. Then print B. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is automatically getting from the list. That is using result. A is B. A is the B. Then condition is false. Okay, this is called for flowing using list method. Next, another example, A of 0 equal to 100. The first question A of 0 equal to 1. Then we can change A of 0 equal to 100. Print A means A of values 100, 2, 3, 4, 5. Print B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the flowing using list. Flowing means the initial we can change, but you have updating is not a changed. Okay. So the position is changed the values, but the moving values does not change. The moving value means A values we can move to B. So that element cannot be changed. So the closing using another method, copy method, A of values of 5 elements, B equal to A dot copy. So the value is copied to move from the B. Print B means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A is a B means that is a false. So next list as parameters. The parameter is passing values in the list. The Python arguments are passed by the reference. Okay. So this is a define the method. The method is defined means diff inside A of A. inside of A. The inside is that is called for function name. So after that, the function will be insert the for I in range of 0, comma length of A, comma 1. So the I values initial position 0, length of A values is defined. So comma 1. So A of I equal to A of I plus 10. So after that print A means getting the result 10. So A of equal to 1, comma 2, comma 3, 4, comma 5. Inside A means then A means print outside A. So inside 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 is getting the results. Outside we can add 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is called for add the element in the 10 in the elements. Okay. So this is example. Today itself we seen about initial. You listen. What is list? List is the collection of six elements stored in a sequentially. That is called for list. Okay. List may be arranging the order the list sequentially. Then list will be access to the square bracket symbols. The element stored on in the list we can make into brackets, square brackets. Okay. So there are operation of the list. So 7 operators we can utilize the Python language. One is indexing, slicing, concatenation, repetition, updating, membership, comparisons. 7 operation of in our lists. So the list method, what are the list method? So one is append. Append means add the elements. Clear that we can remove the elements. Copy means you took on copy to making on the elements. Count means the value will be how many values, that is you make it to count. Okay. Extend means the value will be to make into move externally, that is a extends. Okay. Index means that is a list of in the list index. Okay. Instance means we can add the element then in that list, that is called for inserted. Then pop means you whenever it is remove means that is using the pop operations. Okay. Delete. So remove means the pop is the currently the position of the element that is removed, that is called for pop. But remove means generally remove the elements. Okay. Revise means I put in the element we did getting from the revise order, that is a revise. Okay. Sort Sort means you got order in arranging order, ascending order or descending order. This is called for sort. So in today itself, we have seen about creating a list, in indexing list, slicing lists. Creating list already you know about. Creating means A of values, the element will be stored on in the list. After the print of A means getting the list elements. Okay. Indexing means the particular position will be mentioned on the list. So I need the A of 0 values, I get in the 2. A of 8 values means I get in the 10. A of A minus 1 is that is I get in the 10. So slicing means the particular the element stored on the list we can particularly getting from the values, that is using the slice. Okay. Next one is concatenations. The concatenation means we can combine add the elements in the list. So b values is 20, 30. We can add. So the b will be added. So 20, 30 is added before the list. That is called for concatenations. Okay. Repetition means we can multiple copy we can getting from the in the list, that is using the repetitions. Okay. Updating means we can add the elements that is in that list, that is called for updating. Okay. So the memberships comparisons, the membership is check the condition true or false. The condition is true means go to execute the statement on the list, or else the condition is false means we can false statement will be in the list. Comparisons. Comparison means already the given elements in the stored on the list. We can check it the A of B. So the A is one type of list, B is one type of list. So you can make it to A equal to B means The condition is true means go to execute the statements. The condition is false means go to end of the statements. So this is a today itself, which is about list loops. The list means a for loop, while loop, infinity loop. So the for loop we can use in the for loop execute number of times in the list. Okay, the list element will be execute the number of times. That is cool using for the for loops. So while initially the check the condition is true means go to execute the statement. That is using the while loop. Okay, suppose the condition is false means go to end of the statement. That is called for while statements. Okay, infinity means that is currently infinity means that is a loop becomes infinity loop condition given that number becomes the false. Okay, this is called for infinity lists. Okay, so mutability means the list or mutable. So the mutability means certain type of data to change without entirely recreating. So the mutability means this is example. So the current position will be changed, but the value will be move on the one variable to another variable cannot be changed. That is called for mutability. Okay, mutability means the current position will be changed. That is called for mutability. So for example, a equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 5. I have mentioned the a values. The one is zeroth questions, two is first questions. So a of 0 equal to 100 means that we can moving on the first questions. The first element will be removed, then 100 will be added in the first questions. After that, getting from 100 is initially. That is called for in the mutable in the list. So the aliasing means so that list will be given true or false. If condition is true means go to execution the statement. The condition is false means end of the statements. Okay. This is a topic. Cloning means slicing list method, copy method. Three method will be utilized the cloning. The cloning is one of the type. The current position element will be removed, change it, but the moving of element is cannot be changed. Okay. For example, B is transferred to the A is transferred to the B. So the moving element will cannot be changed, but the current position element will be changed. This is called for cloning using slicing. Thank you.